Fight man in boxing, led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV. Woo!
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out. All right, man, let's talk some more boxing. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. We're going to talk a little bit about the Richard Commey and Jackson Marinez fight. But first, let's talk about Toledo's finest, Jared Anderson, taking on, defeating Kingsley EBay, the guy out of Phoenix, Arizona, with Nigerian roots. And, yeah, I watched this fight, man, and I thought his perfect knockout ratio was gone, Jared Anderson. But in the 6th round, he pulled it out, and he dominated the fight. This is a 6-rounder. What is this? His fight for him? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fight. It was his 8th fight, and out of his 8 fights, 4 of them has been in the MGM bubble. 3 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them been in the MGM bubble. 3 of them, one was in Verona, New York, Turning Stones, Cosmopolitan, Las Vegas, and the Reno Sparks Convention Center. So, I mean, with him, most of his experience has been in, in the bubble, and he went to a 6-rounder yesterday, and Kingsley EBay, hopefully I'm saying his name right, he didn't have much experience. He only had going into this fight 7 fights, and he fought 2 guys. Well, he fought a guy that was 7-0, 4-0, so 1-0, 1-0. So he fought some guys. And 1, 2, 3, after last night, 4 of his fights has been in the MGM bubble, and he posed to fight Dante Stone too. So, as long as he didn't get too hurt last night, but he posed to come back and fight this guy Dante Stone. He's from Chandler, Arizona. He lost his debut, but after that he's been beating up everybody. And it's Jared Anderson. I love for Toledo. But looking at him, his battle, maybe in the 90s, his size would have been great for that. I mean, Riddick Bowe was 6'5", 6'6", but his struggle was gonna be his dimensions, being 6'4", only 78.5-inch reach. The other video we talked about, Patrick Teixeira has a 76.5-inch reach. He has only 2 more inches than him. Maurice Hooker has 81-inch reach. So his reach ain't all of that. And in the division, you're talking about Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. Anthony Joshua's about around his height as well too. So a lot of these dudes are kind of getting bigger. But the one thing that he got is he got balance, he got coordination, and he got fucking speed. And that's gonna be able to help him. He got speed. His speed is gonna be able to get him to point A, point B. And we gotta see if he can take a shot. But last night, that was impressive. The combination he put together, he was able to, I think he chopped him with a hook to the head, came back with another hook, and just was able to finish him and called him a B too. He was like, eh. So I didn't think he was gonna get the knockout personally. And this dude had 4 inches of reach on him too, or 2 inches of reach, excuse me, almost 2.5 inches. And he's 21, and they can really save him. They can really save him as much as they want to, because he could have 3 more years of fights like this. Because what you rushing for? My guesstimation is when Fury and Joshua fight, people saying Fury looking out of shape. When Fury Joshua fight, I think they're going to retire. That's just my opinion, okay? Wilder's close to retirement. Ortiz is close to retirement. Andy Ruiz is in the middle. Joe Joyce is at the end of his career. Look at his age. Dillian White is towards the end. Joseph Parker is pretty much towards the end. Michael Hunter is pretty much still kind of in the middle. So really, I think he's going to be battling guys like Hunter, Philippe Harkovich, F.N. Jabway, Tony Yoka, Frank Sanchez. He probably older too. He look older than what they say he is. And really, the guys maybe Otto Wallin, Frank Sanchez, Trevor Bryan. I think he kind of older. He gonna be battling with those type of guys, man. So those type of guys ain't 6'7", 6'9". I mean, I don't know how tall Anthony Joshua is. Let me see how tall Joshua. I think he's 6'5", 6'6". Yeah, he's 6'6". So he's 31 years old. He'll be 32 this year. So if I'm managing Jared Anderson or I'm promoting him, I'm really just taking my time. In the next 3 years, he'll be 24. Who we gonna be fighting? He can easily be champion. He can beat Kanaki. You know, he can beat, Edgy Cabal. He could beat probably Tony Yoka. So, I'm really just keeping him in the deep freezer. I'm waiting for Fury and Joshua and Wilder to get out of there. And, basically it could be his division then. Because he's really the only U.S. fighter that's here that's probably going to have an opportunity to be on top, man. And, these niggas up there playing, man, get on my nerves. But yeah, I mean, like him a lot. I'm gonna see if I can get him on, man. See if I can reach out to him. I think he's gonna be world champion one day. He could really just wait his turn. That's what I would do. I legit just wait. I know he don't want to wait. Catch some of them dudes on the back end of their career. That's all you gotta do is catch some of them dudes on the back end of their career. But let's talk about the Richard Commey fight, man. Because talk about the Richard Commey fight. I think Richard Commey. I watched all that fight too, and I think backstrap get on my nerves, man. Give me a minute. There we go. I think he won. I'm trying to see what round he won. I don't know, man. He knocked him out in the what? I don't know, man. They tell you everything in these. They tell you everything in these articles, man. But the shit you want to know. So I can find it out, man. Sorry, man. I remember what round it was. The 6th round? I think it was the 6th round. Yeah, it was the 6th round, man. And usually, like, Richard Commey knock him out in 6 rounds or whatever it was. But, yeah, it was the 6th round. And but Jackson Marinez, his defense wasn't good enough to get away from his right hand. And Richard Commey telegraphed that right hand. He dropped his left hand and, he ducked. Or he dipped. He launched the right hand. And Jackson Marinez, defensively, wasn't good enough to do that. And what he should have done is, he should have walked towards, he should have, once again, walked Richard Commey down, pushed him back, but Richard Commey was physically too strong. Richard Commey's chin was too good, but he should have really been pushing Commey back, making Commey box on the back foot, but he couldn't do that. And right before Richard Commey knocked him down, he hit him with a good, I think it was a left hook or a right hook or whatever it was. It was a left hook, I think it was. And Commey ate it. He just didn't have the physical strength. He didn't have the boxing ability, and really, to keep Richard Commey off of him, Richard Commey stayed on top of him hard, and he was able just to beat him down. And then, after the knockdown and the referee cleared him to get back up, he kept his hands down. He kept his hands all the way down under his chin. All Commey had to do was throw a wild right hand. I could have threw a right hand and knocked him down, but then he was in a situation where he didn't know where he was at. And for me, it was about Marinez just not having no aggressiveness. At some point, you got to be able to keep these niggas up off you. And Jackson Marinez couldn't keep him up off him. He should have been pushing. It's crazy how we got some of these guys who don't know how to box going on the front foot, don't know how to box going on the back foot. Either you got guys that know how to do it on the back foot, or you got guys to do it on the front foot. You ain't got guys like Mayweather who can do it all, who can do it both. Box side to side, box going backwards, box going forward. If you get a guy that's a boxer puncher or boxer like Marinez, more times than not, he just gonna go backwards. He gonna live and die with boxing on the back foot. Got a guy like Richard Commey, he gonna live and die going off the front foot. You ain't got so many guys that kind of got everything. And if they can box on the back foot, it's like their front foot game for them is an A, and their back foot game is like a C. They can outbox a smaller guy. And you got Terrence Crawford who can do it all. Tyson Fury didn't put it all together. He can do it all. Jamil at one point can box on the back foot. Now he's just a killer. So you got some guys that's showing the capability. You got some guys that's showing the capability to do both or do all of them. And Marinez just couldn't do it, man. And if he would have had a front foot game, he probably would have had a chance versus Richard Commey, man. But Commey shook off the knockout from Teofimo Lopez, and he didn't let it bother him. He came back stronger. I think it's time for Devin Haney to take him on, you know, after you get done with Jorge Linares, man. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the fight. Shout out to Richard Commey, 6-round knockout. Shout out to Big Baby Jared Anderson, the real Big Baby. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. All my social media links description. Fastest way to reach me is Twitter, then Facebook, then Instagram. We also have a Facebook group, all links there. I want to make a financial donation. Cash App CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Best way to donate, share the video. Let me know what you guys think. We go.